welcome back to the vlog. So, decided to do this short little intro sequence right now. Intro sequence right now. I'm heading out on my bike. I'm heading out into the hills that way, but there's clouds, it doesn't look great. It's quite cold today. I've got a pair of gloves on and a gilet. However, it is due to warm up a bit. On today's plan, I got a 3-hour ride, so not the longest ride in the world, but the goal was to do the ride like high zone 2, low zone 3, so constantly just pressing on. I've got some overgeared sprints to do, so some sprints starting from a real low cadence and just like building it up. More of a power based sprint session. Yeah, it's a pretty hard ride, one that I'm probably not going to be able to film too much in, but whilst I am here, whilst I've got your attention, I get a lot of questions that what food am I eating out on the rides? Am I eating gels? Am I eating bars? And today, when I am training, I always stick to real food. I've got two 500ml bottles. One of them has got Enfuse energy powder in. The other's got water. I try and drink one of those bottles between every 1 to 1.5 hours. And then I eat a piece of food every hour. It's very basic stuff. So I've got, for after the first hour, I've got a banana. And then for after the second hour, I've got this like chocolate muesli bar thing, which are just like €1 for a pack of 8 in the supermarket. Yeah, very basic, very simple. One piece of food per hour, on the hour, every hour. And that way, you know, I don't forget, it's a nice routine to get into. I'm all about routine, I'm all about keeping consistency. I don't really like changing things up too much. When I know that something works, when I know a nutrition strategy works, I like to stick with it. Anyway, I'm starting to procrastinate. My legs are sore today. My legs are sore. I've had a few hard initial days here in Calpe, so today's probably going to finish me off. Let's get on with it. Okay, I'm currently riding up the first climb, and I think it's going to be the only climb of today. Coming up from the bottom of down there. That's where I've come from, and you know, it's stopped raining now, so it doesn't really add to the effect. But it was raining. You probably saw from the GoPro there. It actually got quite heavy for a period of time. So the roads in Spain, when they get wet, like anywhere in Europe, they're absolutely lethal, and you just have to be so careful on them. I mean, some of the guys in the villa today are just going to go on a turbo trainer, but yeah, the roads are still wet. I mean, to be fair, they're drying up. Like, actually, they look pretty dry, but there is still wet patches, especially like in the shade and whatever. So I decided to take on a fairly flat route today. I've just stopped here right now because I was just taking a pee. You know, it's quite hard to film whilst I'm riding today. I'm kind of just riding at like 260 watts, sort of upper zone 2, lower zone 3. When I set off, I thought this was never going to get done today. I was in a whole world of pain. But as I've got into it, as the legs have loosened up, you know, I'm starting to feel a lot better. You know, I feel all right. You know, I don't feel too bad at all. I've been doing sprints, or I've got to do sprints, like a 15-second sprint every 15 minutes. So yeah, so far so good. We're about an hour in, just under an hour. 2 hours to go. Let's do this. Just takes over 2 hours. That is currently averaging 258 watts, so absolutely bang on target. Got 1 hour and 4 sprints to go. Probably sound quite out of breath, and that's because I am. It's quite hard holding the camera whilst trying to ride at high zone 2. The new BMC CCC team just rode past. That's pretty cool. There's just so many pro teams here, so many pro teams. Like everyone who's anyone is in Calpe at the minute. It's bizarre, but yeah, just trying to get myself into a rhythm. Just riding most of it in the drops, almost trying to simulate like I'm in a race scenario. Got my head down, just focusing, and yeah, the time's ticking away nicely. 1 hour to go. And back to the same position, just 3 hours later, and with a pair of broken legs. Not literally, but apologies for the lack of content on the ride today. Some days training has to take priority, and today was one of those days. It's just on all day, 3 hours. Like I said earlier on, it took a little bit to get going, but once I did, felt pretty good. But right now I don't feel good. I need to lie down. I need food, I need a recovery shake. But yeah, another day ticked off. Another 200 TSS day, or over 200 actually in the end. Yeah, Monica's still out on the bike. She's got like 4.5 hours to do today, so I'm back first for a change. Returned home to find Ross with his head in a bowl of water. You alright, Ross?
Yeah, I'm good.
What are you doing?
Trying to clear my nose. We're cold.
Are you ill?
Almost.
So my room in the villa has this like this balcony situation, and there's a ledge here and then about a 40 foot drop to the pool. Unfortunately it's only 1.40 m. If it was about 4 or 5 meters, jumping in there would definitely be getting done, but I don't think it's a good idea when it's only 1.40 m. It's a little bit cold this evening, but I thought I would turn the camera on right now and sit here, and then whilst I've not got much content today, I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. A 1 week, well, maybe 1 week? Alright, maybe, I think it's 6 days. I think we've been here about 6 days. Okay, I think we got here last Friday, which is 6 days. It's near enough a week. So I thought I would give a little bit of 1 week, the first week update as to how things are going. The first couple of days were kind of a bit of a write-off. It took at least 2 days to get that travel out of the legs. I never really felt like myself until the 3rd day. But yeah, once the travel had been ridden out of my legs, the first week has been pretty good. I've done just over 20 hours in the last 7 days, which is mostly been made up of endurance rides and sweet spot effort. Now we're in the warmer climates, the sunnier weather. I'm doing much longer rides, as I said I would be doing, and just building that foundation and building the base. And now this first week has been put out the way. It's time to start building a little bit more, so no doubt the rides are going to get a little bit more intense from here on in, before I really start this second block of training and building up to prepare, I guess, to prepare for racing, to prepare for the season. A lot of you guys have been asking what my first race is going to be. The first race actually is going to be, oh mate, I should probably know the name of it, but I will just put it on the screen. It's a race in Nantes in northern France. Towards the end of February, I'm actually going to be traveling like directly from Calpe to that race. So yeah, I'm going to be in Calpe until then. That's my first race. It gives me about 6 weeks to build the form, build the fitness. So yeah, things are going good, and I haven't cracked yet. So yeah. The sunsets in Calpe never disappoint. At some point I will do like a full day of eating video, but for this evening, dinner tonight is consisting of chicken and rice, pretty much a staple of our diet so far in Spain. And also tonight we've got some sweet and sour sauce pudding. I mean, I think this is just standard sweet and sour sauce. Okay, so I'm still kind of coming up with a little bit of a content strategy plan. Not that I'm struggling for content or anything, you know, Calpe is content overloaded. There's so many things to do and so many people to ride with, and I'm more than happy to just continue doing what I'm doing. But I want to pass the question over to you guys, the viewers. We've had a lot of new subscribers recently, which I want to thank you, like wholeheartedly say thank you for. And if you are new, welcome. My name is Cameron. I ride for an elite cycling team in the UK called St. Piran, and I'm currently in Spain, in Calpe, on a pre-season training camp. Is there anything in particular that you want to see from my training camp or from Calpe? It's weird. I'm trying not to like think of it as a training camp, because I'm here for so long. It's almost like I'm living in Spain for 2 months, so I'm trying to get that training camp sort of mentality out of my head and think of it more as just living in Spain for 2 months and doing my thing here. But yeah, it's a weird one, guys. If you've got any suggestions, any thoughts, any opinions, any criticisms, I'm going to be reading every single comment underneath this video. So yeah, drop a like. If you're new, make sure you click the subscribe button, turn on the bell for post notifications. And yeah, with that being said, this trip to Spain is only just getting started, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m.